What's up, Infected, and welcome to the Kwarenteen. I have Curt Covert from Smirk and Dagger Games here. Recently, I just played the Paramedics Clear game. What's been the overall kind of opinion about that game?
So it has been an amazing reception, and I can't tell you how many gamers have self-identified themselves as either EMTs or family of EMT members and are thrilled. There's never been apparently a game about being a paramedic.
I think the closest one I can think of off the top of my head is Flashpoint Fire Rescue. You have paramedics on site.
Right, but this is a pulse-pounding, high-tension game of saving as many lives as you can, racing against the clock, and you probably can't save them all. The fans of this have already started calling it Heart Attack in a Box, and it lives up to that.
Oh yeah, I played it yesterday.
Yeah,
and I could definitely attest to that.
So it's funny. I was playing and talking with a reviewer doing a demo last night, and at the very end, the guy sitting across from him said, "Listen, guys, I just have to tell you, amazing components. I love the companion app that's the timer, and the experience. Like, I am an ER surgeon, and I need 2 copies. This is amazing."
Yeah, and I mean, it was incredible. It starts off pretty slow.
Yeah,
not really slow.
60-second turn.
60 seconds is
and
slow.
There's a lot to fill that time.
Oh yeah, and you don't have enough time. But then it amps that ante, goes to 45 seconds, and then it goes
30.
to 30, and it is insane. And then there's interesting strategy bits to it where you don't want to heal your people too late, because once you heal your people, you have to draw 2 cards, right?
Well, they immediately go to the hospital, and once that main gurney empties, you have to pick 2 new patients, triage them. Who can I save? Put them on your gurney, put the other one face down on someone else's gurney, which is a surprise for them when they actually start their turn. And then you still have to save that guy you just put on there.
Yeah, by the end of the round, or at least stabilize him. But then there's a whole weird strategy there of when do you save your people, because they're going to have to fill, and are you going to have enough time to stabilize them?
Sometimes you don't send them to the hospital. You just get them stabilized. So you're not trying to fill a gurney with 5 seconds left. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now, Gen Con 50, historic event.
Yes.
What do you think? There's a lot of people here.
Oh goodness, this is the biggest it's ever been, I think. So.
168,000.
Is that what it is?
Unless I'm mistaken, from what I remember reading, yes, 168,000 people. First year they've 100% sold out. You cannot get badges anymore.
That I knew, but I didn't hear that number. That's amazing.
So that's where I was seeing on Facebook, different groups. I don't know how accurate it is for anybody listening, but that was what I've recently read.
Well, you certainly see it in the crowds. The hallways, you can still move through them, but barely. We've certainly been crazy busy. But this is why we're here, man.
Oh yeah.
I love doing demos. I love talking with folks. I'm passionate about these games, and I just love showing them off.
Oh yeah, and I mean they're great. I've demoed this. There's a couple others that I want to take a look at as well. What do you, what you're allowed to talk about, of course? What's coming out in the future that anybody can look forward to?
All right. So now we're going to get to the big news drops.
Oh man, we're gonna. I dropped the mic, but that probably wouldn't sound too good.
Yeah. So for a long time, I've been in the industry for 14 years now, and. For like a good 10, 11 years, I was doing 1 game a year. The last couple of years, I've been doing 3 games a year. I'm now doing 6 games next year.
Wow. So now do you work on them directly, or you have people who work on them?
So I'm still a one-man shop.
Oh, I did not know that.
These 16 people you see are family to me, basically.
Are you a wizard, or how do you pull that off?
I'm a man of many hats, I guess.
Apparently.
Yeah, but I love it. It's such a passion, and it's not work to do it. It's fun.
My dad used to always tell me, find a job that you find enjoyable. You'll never work a day in your life.
It's true. Yeah, and now I'm actually doing that.
Yeah.
It used to be I was 9 to midnight doing it.
Yeah.
So
after work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But in any case, so we are actually going to have a whole new sub-brand next year.
Oh.
Now, Smirk and Dagger is known for 14 years of doing nothing but backstabbing games. And we do them great.
Which the name implies.
Exactly. Now, next year, when I go to 6 and then maybe 8 games the next year, it's going to be hard to find that many backstabbing games.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So we're creating a sub-brand, which is called Smirk and Laughter. Now, The way I'm redefining what we do is it's still going to be all emotionally centered gameplay rather than like playing up from the head, right?
Yeah.
Heavy strategy is not something we're going to do. But this new brand is going to allow us to do different kind of emotions. So we've got a really boisterous, quick flinch party game.
Yeah.
And we've got a really, oh my God, it's a emotionally satisfying Zen-like storytelling game. All about you're an ancient lore giver, looking up to the night sky, being inspired by these stories, and telling the story, the creation myth of your people. And it's so cool. It's amazing. You roll these like star pip dice. You look up into the constellations and you pull down keywords that you can actually see in the stars.
That sounds cool.
And then, in the beginning is round one.
Yeah.
And you use these 2 cards to like start telling your story.
So you're making your own like verses essentially of your scripts and your books.
Yeah, and so one guy's playing it for comedy and someone's being super like, Greek mythology feeling and someone else is like very naturalistic.
Or mix and matching.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's a really cool game. You get back, and even at the end of the game, one of the nice things that you're not trying to interrupt or mess with people's stories. At the end of the game, you end up giving like an appreciation token, like a last bonus point. Like, man,
you have to give that to somebody else.
Yeah, listen, I absolutely loved when this player, like when your goddess like wept and filled the oceans. That was cool. But I'm giving my bonus point to when you said that these goddess twins were sharing one eye, and you threaded that through your whole story, and how that interplay of who controlled the eye. That's bonus point to you. That was amazing.
That sounds outstanding.
Yeah, it's really great. So
yeah, that's definitely. Do you have a name for that one yet?
You know
or
what?
Maybe an ETA or anything?
I did, and I just found out someone is also releasing a game next year with the same name. So right now it's work in progress.
Work in progress. Hey, I have a couple I've been working on work in progress for a while.
Yeah.
So I get that. But anyways, thank you for meeting with me. Enjoy the rest of your Gen Con. Do you have anything else you'd like to say before the end?
Well, I'm going to say keep playing more games, man.
Oh, always, every day. Anyways, thank you very much for meeting with me.
Thank you.